Have you ever felt like someone smiled at your success, but somehow it didn't feel genuine? Maybe they congratulated you, yet something about their tone felt cold. Or perhaps you've noticed that every time something good happens in your life, a certain person suddenly becomes distant, critical, or strangely quiet. The truth is, not everyone who smiles at you is happy for you. Sometimes the people who clap the loudest are secretly hoping you fail. Psychologists have studied jealousy for decades, and they've discovered that jealousy rarely announces itself openly. Most jealous people don't admit how they feel. Instead, their emotions quietly appear through subtle behaviors, hidden reactions, and unexpected changes in attitude. That's why jealousy can be difficult to recognize. In today's video, you'll discover 8 powerful psychological signs that someone may secretly be jealous of you. By understanding these behaviors, you'll be better prepared to protect your confidence, choose healthier relationships, and avoid unnecessary emotional stress. Be sure to watch until the end, because the final sign is the one that most people completely miss. Let's begin. Sign number 1. They rarely celebrate your success. Imagine you finally achieve something you've worked hard for. A promotion, a new business, a personal goal. The people who genuinely care about you will usually celebrate with excitement, but someone who is secretly jealous often reacts very differently. They might simply say, "That's nice," or quickly change the subject. Sometimes they don't acknowledge your achievement at all. Psychologists explain that jealousy makes it emotionally uncomfortable for someone to see another person's success. Instead of feeling inspired, they compare themselves to you. And comparison often creates silent resentment. People who truly support you celebrate your victories. People who secretly envy you often struggle to do the same. Now let's move to the second sign. They constantly compare themselves to you. Have you ever shared good news, only for someone to immediately start talking about themselves? You buy a new car, they mention someone with a more expensive one. You accomplish a goal, they quickly explain why their achievement was bigger. This isn't always confidence. Sometimes, it's insecurity hiding behind comparison. Instead of appreciating your journey, they feel the need to compete with it. Healthy relationships aren't competitions. When every conversation becomes a contest, jealousy may be quietly hiding beneath the surface. Now, let's continue with the third sign. They give backhanded compliments. At first, it sounds like praise. They might say, "Wow, I didn't expect you to do that well." Or, "You actually look good today." Or even, "You're lucky things worked out for you." Notice the pattern. The compliment always carries a hidden insult. Psychologists call these backhanded compliments. They're designed to make you question your success while allowing the other person to appear polite. Instead of openly criticizing you, they quietly plant seeds of self-doubt. People who genuinely admire you don't need to disguise their compliments. Jealous people often do. Now let's move to the fourth sign. They secretly enjoy your failures. Everyone experiences setbacks, but pay attention to how people react when you do. Someone who truly cares about you will offer encouragement. They'll ask how they can help. They'll remind you that failure is temporary, but a jealous person may react differently. They suddenly become more cheerful, more talkative, or strangely interested in your problems. Sometimes they'll even say, "I knew that would happen," not because they wanted to help, but because your setback temporarily makes them feel better about themselves. Psychologists explain that jealousy often creates what's known as downward comparison. Seeing someone else struggle can temporarily boost an insecure person's self-esteem. Now let's move to the fifth sign. They constantly criticize you. No matter what you achieve, it's never enough. You improve your skills. They point out your weaknesses. You reach an important goal. They focus on the tiny mistakes. You work hard. They call it luck. Constructive feedback helps people grow. But constant criticism has a different purpose. Instead of helping, it slowly damages confidence. Jealous people often criticize because they hope you'll begin doubting yourself. If your confidence decreases, they no longer feel so threatened by your success. Healthy people inspire growth. Jealous people often try to limit it. Now, let's continue with the sixth sign. They copy everything you do. At first, it may seem like a coincidence. You change your style. A few days later, they suddenly dress the same way. You start a new hobby. They immediately become interested in it too. You launch a new project. They quickly announce something similar. Psychologists explain that jealousy often leads to imitation. Deep down, the jealous person admires what you have. But instead of appreciating your uniqueness, they try to compete by copying it. There's nothing wrong with being inspired by others. But when someone constantly copies your choices, while refusing to acknowledge your influence, jealousy may be the real reason. Now let's move to the seventh sign. They spread subtle negativity about you. They rarely attack you directly. Instead, they make small comments behind your back. I'm just worried about them. They've changed a lot recently. I hope success doesn't go to their head. These statements sound harmless, but they're carefully designed to damage your reputation without appearing openly hostile. Psychologists call this indirect aggression. Rather than confronting you honestly, they quietly influence how other people see you. Confident people celebrate others. Insecure people often try to pull others down. And finally, the eighth sign, the sign that many people overlook. They disappear when you're doing well. Think about it. Whenever you're struggling, they're always around. But the moment your life improves, you receive good news. You achieve an important goal. Or you become happier. They slowly become distant. They stop calling. They stop checking in. They stop showing interest. Why? Because your success reminds them of what they believe they're missing. True friends remain by your side during both your hardest moments and your greatest victories. Jealous people often become emotionally distant when you shine. The good news: not everyone who disagrees with you is jealous, and not every criticism comes from envy. But when several of these signs appear together, it's worth paying attention. The healthiest relationships are built on trust, support, and genuine happiness for each other's success. Never shrink your dreams just to make someone else feel comfortable. The people who truly belong in your life will celebrate your growth, not compete with it. So ask yourself, have you ever noticed any of these 8 signs in someone close to you? Share your thoughts in the comments below. If this video helped you understand jealousy more clearly, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to Mind Theory, and turn on notifications for more psychology and self-improvement content. Thank you for watching. We'll see you in the next video.